Duck Station in Mexico. Back to the bench.
In the same room.
Around Ohio, I got you. I couldn't make out who you were, man, but around the Buckeye, reading the mail on top of the day, man.
That's for damn sure.
And now he's not going to know because I keyed up and he can't hear the guy. Not whatsoever. He can't hear him.
Duck Station, moving on.
You're nothing but a damn idiot. Stuck in the desert.
It's cleaner and meter, man. That's the way it works. Cleaner and meter. Mud Duck Radio, moving on.
You must be doing all that.
Waving, how you doing?
Where you at, Lucky?
Shut the hell up, you puke.
You guys gotta start staying away from anybody that uses the meter to tune the radio. Avoid like a crazy ex-wife. They don't have calibrated test equipment. Just find someone who's competent.
Blah, 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 blah.
Quarter way to Coco. Been doing this a long time, coast to coast. I've seen the work of all of them already. You just go to Facebook or YouTube and you'll see it. The CB Radio Reviews or CB Radio Hall of Shame. If they're already there, though, there's no reason to waste my time, and your money. There's just no need for it. In the last 20 years, I really highly doubt there's anybody that's going to be able to get into this trade. I haven't taught nobody. There's no time for that. Mud Duck Station in the desert, back to the bench.
How many fuckboys do you have? That's what he does. He sucks.
Yeah, I've seen all kinds of hack jobs, modulators, and PC kits, and they just can't seem to do it. It's just all hocus and pocus and snake oil. Mud Duck Radio, clickety-clack, we'll be back. Good day, right on back now.
He done fell over and the marble done fell out. Sound much retarded. Down forward is a plane on the fuck out of the way.
Notice how like 90% of the radios are all distorted, they're not crystal clear. It's because they didn't have calibrated test equipment. Notice how they don't splice and dice.
That has nothing to do with this hard drive, nothing at all to do with it. Slicing and dicing. It doesn't have anything at all to do with it.
People would give you money, you son of a bitch. I ain't gonna give you that shit. What do you think about that too?
You're a moron. He's a big moron.
I mean, someone actually paid somebody to make the radio sound. Safety first while you're rolling and strolling. Pay attention. Pay attention. Mud Duck Radio clear.
You son of a bitch, you just like old biting you like them old 6 or 7 year old boys.
Thank you. We're setting the example. I mean, what you should do whenever you hear this in DX is adjust your volume on your radio to an easy, good volume level, easy listening level, and then this is what all the rest of them about. When it comes to amplitude, and if you're driving, all you got to do is just look at your meter and relate to the signal strength in the audio. Notice how even bigger signals, don't even walk, it just kind of slices and dices. This is a perfect example of a fine-tuned Striker 955. It's fine-tuned, it's a highly modified radio. And we're just using a Ranger SRA 198 mic, Mud Duck Station in the desert, back to the bench.
Shut up, you damn pedophile.
I'm sure why would you give them money for something they're incapable of doing? You doesn't try to figure that out.
I hear you, lucky lady.
Is this radio working?
Yeah, the Golden Screwdriver Brigade. Yeah, there's a bunch of them right there in the CB Hall of Shame. I'm glad you brought that up. Good point. They can't show you NIST calibrated test equipment. Don't let them If they argue with Mr. Hard Drive, you know they're a screwball.
Looking at Mama City, man.
Why don't you tell them the truth, Hard Drive? It's not your radio that's doing it. It's your Ghost Rider, steel tube amp, and your drivers that's doing the trick. Nothing to do with the radio. The screwball's
The Hayden discontents, all those weird sounds, that's where that comes from. But you'll hear
the truth, Hard Drive. Nothing to do with the radio. It's all about the amplifier you're running, your Ghost Rider. Tell them the truth. You're not bringing that up.
Oh, man, he's running an amplifier.
The Ghost Rider is that.
I like it, man.
Well, he's got an amplifier.
He got a Ghost Rider, man. That's what's doing his slicing and dicing. It's nothing to do with the radio. But he won't tell you that. He will not bring that up whatsoever.
One individual. Don't be in a hurry. Providing that you can follow simple directions. If you can't follow directions, lead on down the road.
What I want. That's all there is.
Tell them the truth, Hard Drive. It's not really the radio that's doing your slicing and dicing. It's your Ghost Rider amplifier.
It's all about the bench, man. All about the bench. That's all there's nothing new. So you can hear some screwballs out there. They're incompetent. Poor little feelers are all about the bench. All about the bench.
No, it's not your Ghost Rider. Nothing to do with your
Nothing more, nothing less. If you don't understand that, you are just extremely incompetent.
Yeah.
Yes, the incompetence these days is unbelievable.
Well, that icon sounds pretty good.
You know they're a screwball.
Anyway, if you do it.
It's a Ghost Rider amplifier.
It's all about the bench. These guys come up with some of the craziest things.
But he won't tell you that because he don't know how to tell the truth.
Oh, God, here we got. Hey, is that Coco screwball stuff down there in the sand pile? You got the boot is what happened. I like putting these guys in the spotlight, these screwballs and con artists out there.
Go ahead. Ghost Rider is what's getting doing your slicing and dicing.
You'll probably burn him up.
Yeah, it's all about the bench, man. Not the antenna, not this, not that, not Mother Nature. And the bench is like the foundation. Well, not the foundation, NIST certified and calibrated, and the rest of it is junk. All junk. It's all about the bench. Well, then you get the coax and antenna and propagation. Sure does help, but what you're listening to and their performance and the sound quality and how clean it is all about the bench. If they would argue with something, like I said, they're either a con artist or incompetent. Take your pick, one or two. Mudduck Station, New Mexico, back to the bench.
Tell them the truth, Hard Drive. It's your Ghost Rider amplifier that's doing the slicing and dicing on your radio. Be a man, tell them the truth.
Anymore. It's new radio sales only. Thanks.
Tell the truth, Hard Drive. It's the Ghost Rider. It's what's doing your slicing and dicing, not your radio.
There's actually
Spit it out. You can do it.
where it come from. God.
Tell them the truth, Hard Drive. You know what's doing the slicing and dicing, that Ghost Rider. That's what he's running. Don't believe that shit about the radio. It's the amplifier, the Ghost Rider that he bought.
So it's kind of funny. It's the last you guys get some kind of excuse. Oh, it's constant, even out of the Barefoot Mobile Mud Duck Radio. When I'm talking in the Jeep, oh, he's got some 50,000 watt amplifier. Oh, he's on this show. How come he's been doing that for 40 years? Poor little window lickers, get back into the porch.
I know people that know you, and I know people that know who you bought that from.
They just don't realize. They just don't know their place. You just go first while you're rolling and strolling.
Running that's your slicing and dicing machine right there. Tell them the truth, Hard Drive.
inadequacies is what it is, man. They got the boots, you know, because they thought they were special, or they exposed to me that has some kind of weird psychological issue, and they got the boot. Usually it's in a nice way, and now they're just stuck with second, third, fifth, or 10th best. Tempor, Mud Duck Station, New Mexico, back to the bench. No, I don't allow screwballs to be part of my customer base. I am extremely proud of my customer base. Mud Duck in the Desert, back to the bench.
Hard Drive runs a Ghost Rider. That's what's slicing and dicing. Just to let everybody know, if you don't already know, you know it now. He's running a Ghost It ain't the bench either, trust me. He won't admit it, and he's not gonna, but that's what he's running.
Up there around the windy radio check again. We tried it. Take care, guys. We're going to get back to work. We'll be listening, though, man. My ears always levitate to that speaker, though. Mud Duck Station, New Mexico, top of the day.
Oh, you gonna get off the radio now? I brought your Ghost Rider up that you're running. You don't like that, do you? But it's the truth.
All right. Let's do some radio talking. How about it from the sand pile? 414, 414, 4 there, waving a hand.
They just don't want you to have a better radio than they got. Got to put your money where your mouth is. And if you disrespect the tech, you get the boot, and it's permanent. Stop your whining and crying. You made your bed, now live in it, lie in it. But you guys don't realize how good you are for business. You guys talk and then I talk, you know, it's pretty easy to figure out. You know, it's all about the bench. You know, listen to all that garbage out there. And you screwballs on Sesame Street, find another channel. This isn't a channel to come here and just whine and cry because you're miserable. Get out of here.
He talking about you, stupid.
War Daddy up here in the northwest corner. You got War Daddy up here in the Evergreen. I know he had to call to help him to get it to work right because he didn't know how to operate it at first.
Crybaby wannabes is what they are. Poor little window lickers.
He couldn't get it to operate right first, so he had to call somebody and get help.
It is inevitable. You guys are going to cry to him and he don't care, he don't hear you, so I figure the best thing to do.
He won't tell the truth.
When it comes to the strikers, there is nobody else remotely close. If there was, they'd be able to show it. So you stop blowing your money, you know, and buying radios that are always in the shop constantly with these golden screwdriver jockeys like the Striker Radio Club. Trying to sell you used junk all the time or whatever. Pay attention now and don't be in a hurry. Just one man servicing this entire continent. 163, the Mud Duck in the Desert. Back to the bench.
Quit bullshitting them, Hard Drive. Tell them the truth. You're running a Ghost Rider. That's what's slicing and dicing. Tell people the truth. Don't be such a liar.
Right, man, we're right around the windy. Well, you're doing good too, man. It's all about the bench there, guys. Elements, constants, and formulas. Just type in back to the bench. You'll see exactly what we're talking about. By the way, around the windy, man, when I was open to the public for a couple of decades ago, I'm not trying to put no targets on nobody, but the whole key down group around there. There was some in the past, but stay away from 2 pills and 4 pills, guys. You want to learn or have your amp builder learn more. Make sure they can build a biased amplifier and stay away from all those hocus pocus watch guys. I've been getting calls from a bunch of Channel 6 guys, etc. And anyways, you'll notice certain stations operating differently. Stay away from those 2 pills or 4 pills that claim they do 1,000 or 1,500 watts. You'll thank me later.
I agree with you on that one, Hard Drive, but tell them the truth. You're running a Ghost Rider. Doing your slicing and dicing.
About the bench there, guys. If they, have any other excuses, if they can't show you actual, real NIST certified calibrated test equipment, and then prove to you they can tune a bench, how do you think they'll be able to tune a transceiver to the front end of a receiver? No one cares about meter bait or junk. It's all worthless. without NIST certified, like a real service monitor. I mean, anyone that's like an ARP engineer knows these things. If they argue with Mr. Hard Drive, they say it's all not about the bench, it's all about the bench. If it's kind of like this, you know. Okay, this is an easy one. Say two guys are going to frame a house, right? You're going to frame this house. One guy's got a tape measure that's 1.5 inches shorter than the other guy. That would be the best analogy I can give you. It could be 2 or 3 inches, but it ain't going to go together well. When it comes to like RF, you know, and audio, and that gets more critical than that. It's extremely important that you have NIST calibrated test equipment. Mud duck in the desert, back to the bench. Pay attention.
Tell them the truth, Hard Drive. Don't lie to these people. No comment about the Ghost Rider? Come on.
Yeah, if they don't have it, you can just call them when you know that's the window lickers exactly. If they can't prove it, don't just look at them like, go away, boy, you bother us. It's almost as bad as that fraudulator junk. Or a pixie dust. They've been put in their place, and it's just getting started. You guys got to pay attention. Cleaner and neater, they'll never be a substitute. You just can't do it without calibrated test equipment. It'd be worthless. Exactly. Some people just don't get it, man, but they're not the brightest bulbs in the box. But some people are just sitting back and listening and learning. You know what? Hard Drive is 100% right 100% of the time. Well, go figure. Mud Duck Station, New Mexico. Back to the bench.
Mud Duck in the desert. I wanted to look at this little bastard. Mud Duck in the desert. In the evergreen.
Hear that there?
In the Wild West Desert, and I got down.
There's a bunch of screwballs out there, man. They even deny it. You know, it's just their inferiority complex kicking in. They actually don't even comprehend, you know, trigonometry. They probably don't even know anything about trigonometry. Can't even determine what a watt is. You don't tune radios to a meter. You got to tune it to a receiver. That's where it gets extremely intricate. It should be obvious, you know, you're listening to this fine-tuned Striker 955 right here with this Jeep Ranger mic, Mud Duck Radio in the desert, back to, you know, the bench.
You think you're the only man that's
You're doing okay, man. We heard you. We got a fantastic receive, too, above and beyond, like our ICOM 7300, which there's videos I got, you know, comparing the two. The 7300 won't compare to a fine-tuned 955. Yeah, we got the receive above and beyond probably any HF rigs out there, Flexes, etc. And my signal loss is less than somewhere between 0.2 and 0.3 dB. That's really good, right? It's like freaking nature. But that's what this whole thing is about, so we can hear it real good.
He's running a scam, people.
Yeah, go figure. They didn't have calibrate. If they argue, they're a schemer and a scammer. It's not open for discussion. If you believe that stuff, you can't be very bright.
It's all
right. They don't have NIST certified calibrated test equipment. They're just a golden screwdriver on someone's kitchen table or in the bedroom. I'm sure some of the little window lickers, you know, can be upset, you know. But it is what it is. They gotta be exposed. Right, to slice and dice, you need fine-tuned and not take the ruin. Mud Duck Radio, back to the bench. Good day. You hear that guy? You're right. They obviously didn't have calibrated test equipment, did they?
When's the last time you had yours? NTIC calibrated there. We do it every year. When's the last time you had yours calibrated? You live in a frickin' trailer. Just 1, 2, 3. Sailor man.
like loading up right now. The hard drive. I want to buy a radio like you're talking on. Well, contact on Facebook and your real name. This is one of them right here. Actually, the barefoot mobiles, you'll see like hundreds of videos on the Jeep, which is the radio that has set the limits on any skip vehicle so far in our history, and it's all scientifically done and backed. So the actual radios have the barefoot mobiles have just a little bit higher amplitude, and the actual frequency response is maybe 250 hertz wider. So in other words, they're even a little bit louder than this one. But they're just as clean, clear, and meaner you could ever imagine. And as a matter of fact, like this one right here, if you want to go see a video, this one was keyed up for 3 hours straight in a live video. 100% modulation, and not that hocus pocus like everybody else does. This is the only shop so far that's actually ever shown anything. 3 hours later, I had to disconnect it from the dummy load, because the dummy load was getting too hot. You can go check it out there on YouTube or Facebook. Mustang Station, New Mexico. Safety first, guys.
But, he said he goes in, he just released those waffles.
Yeah, the screwballs they're fantastic for business. They don't realize it. Talking on those all screwed up radios when doing the comparison. Ring ding ding. Right, they don't have real tools, man. That's what you're listening to. I mean, we've already shown it again. This is like the third decade, especially this last one, about having a real spectrum analyzer, and then the con artists out there using that digital junk. They don't have a real spectrum analyzer, or one that you can plug the radio directly into the spectrum analyzer, the radio to it. They're a con artist. It's not open for discussion. There's a video on that, I believe it's named Below the Noise Floor. Pay attention. Don't be so whiny and window lickers out there. You guys are being negative. Nobody wants to hear that garbage. You've been exposed. You're a screwball. Now go away or lick your little paws or get under your bunker or whatever. Mud duck in the desert. Back to the bench.
Yeah, he's going to say back to the bench about 35 times before he gets through with you. He's none but a loser.
That's right, just another damn paradise. We're all sick and tired of hearing them splatter boxes and negativity. Get out of here with that. We want to see and hear your professionalism.
Yeah, the guy in 38 in lower side.
Oh, now we got the window licker with the profanity. That's very unprofessional. Very, very. I hope you're not driving a truck.
It sounds like
maybe you're suicidal or something. That's not a professional attitude. Next time you come through, give it a try, and I'll evaluate your attitude. We don't want to hear any something like that on this radio. We don't want to hear that unprofessional. You can't be a professional if you talk that way. And splatter, too.
The narcissist's hard drive is a fraud.
Some people just don't let their opinion matter, Get on with that splatterbox junk and stop using that profanity. It's very disrespectful.
Is a fraud. The narcissist's hard drive is a fraud. Has no business license.
Yeah, whenever they hear it's super clean, sliced you go that route. But if you notice, there's always the window lickers and the screwballs from the CB Radio Hall of Shame. It's every time. Mud Duck Station, New Mexico, back to the bench.
Hard drive is a fraud. Has no business license and has no qualifications. Mud Duck is a fraud.
Yeah, the screwballs and window lickers from the CB Radio Hall of Shame. Yeah, it's the undesirables of the CB community. It's the undesirables, the entire, and we're making them all conglomerate in a couple Facebook pages. They have no idea what's being done. Yeah, every one of them. We're trying to get rid of all the fake names, but they're all being corralled into certain pages right there on the internet.
Has no business license and has no qualifications. The narcissist's hard drive is a fraud.
Oh, yeah, they're whining and sniveling little guys out there. And for the most part, you'll hear me talk to the good ones.
Mud Duck is a fraud. The narcissist's hard drive is a fraud. Has no business license and has no qualifications. Mud Duck is a fraud.
on the 36,
He always comes in like a boom.
Oh, window licker? You're probably from like one of those Facebook pages, yeah. Hey, window licker? And I guess you said that's your call sign. Just type in CB Radio Hall of Shame window lickers. That's where your home is. Here's what I said. This isn't open for your opinion. You have nothing to do with anything. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's your job. God, you're screwballs again. Here they come. The window lickers from the CB Radio Hall of Shame Golden Screwdriver Jockey Hack Shop. Listen to those radios. Does that give you a clue? Mud duck in the desert. We got to keep on building these mud duck radios. We'll be back. Hey, who hacked up your radio, man? There's only one bench around here in this country. Who hacked up your radio? You don't have a bench. You got a kitchen table with a flea market test equipment. Who hacked up your radio?
I'm getting wiped out. Tell him. I'm going about fuck. Dude, don't even think about this guy.
That's right. It's your book.
The narcissist hard drive is a fraud, has no business license, and has no certification.
That sounds like Charlie Brown's school teacher. Who did that?
Is a fraud.
That sounds exactly like a Charlie Brown school teacher tuned radio. Which one of those guys from the CB Radio Hall of Shame?
Has no business
Pay for that?
and has no certification. Mudduck is a fraud.
Out of my stomach, so I didn't really have any.
It's working, radio chick. I heard you.
First thing I saw, yeah, I thought it broke my hand, but it wasn't that. The damn thing bit me.
Well, I'm glad you're mending.
Oh, it's all about procedure, man. It's not open for your opinion. Who you are, where you're at, what you're running, and what your question is. If you want to respond.
Has no business license, no certification. Mudduck is a fraud. The narcissist hard drive is a fraud, has no business.
That's the way we like it.
Mudduck is a
It's all about procedure.
narcissist hard drive is a fraud, has no business license, and has no certification.
Waving, man, it's pretty rough, but I'm sitting here working, not really paying attention. Waving right on back, bud. Hi, man, it's only 416. I did copy the bluegrass, man. Top of the day, man. We're clear. 416, doing good.
The narcissist hard drive is a fraud, has no business license, and has no certification. Mudduck is a fraud. The narcissist hard drive is a fraud, has no business license, and has no certification. Mudduck is a fraud. The narcissist hard drive is a fraud, has no business license, and has no certification. Mudduck is a fraud.
You said a thing's a freight taker. What you doing on the side of the road?
take you longer than that with these wheels I got. I'll let you polish everything. I'll let you polish everything, and then I'll look at it. That's what she said.
You'll be late again.
I got to back and get out.